Hey, it's Brian Douglas, and here are the 7 keys to bouncing back from bankruptcy. Let's start right now. Number 1, get over it. You know, there's over 1.4 million people that declared bankruptcy last year. That means that you are not alone. And let's face it, we know that you didn't declare bankruptcy because you got up one morning and said, hey, let's go stiff the world. We don't want to pay our bills. You declared bankruptcy because, frankly, there was not much of a choice. It was probably a business decision. If you think about it, the best thing you could possibly do for yourself was to clear the decks, create a fresh start, and make all the stuff from the past go away. So don't wallow in feeling bad about yourself. Get over it and move on. The bankruptcy is simply a tool to take you to the next step, to give you permission to succeed in your life. And the key here, the most important thing you can do right now, is to change your focus from that of failure and inadequacy and all the things that you've been trained to feel. Start thinking about now feeling liberated, that once your bankruptcy is completed, once those discharge papers come your way, you are free to begin a completely new and abundant life. And I celebrate that. I'm excited about that for you, and that's what we're going to do together. So number 1, most important, just get over it. Next on our list is learn to love cash. That's right, you're going to be using cash and debit cards for the next few years, so you may as well get used to it. But here's what I want you to think about. It's a great way to keep on budget. I mean, people that have never used credit have never gotten into trouble because they've only spent what they've got. If you begin to learn this, if you begin to use the discipline that comes with using cash, it will be a huge lesson for you. But in addition, it'll help you manage your life much better. So learn to love cash, learn to use cash. And if you're looking for frequent flyer miles, you can use debit cards that have tie-ins to a number of the different airlines and bonuses and so on. So you're not going to be in trouble with some of the benefits that you're used to with having your credit cards. Number 3, pay all of your bills on time. No kidding. I mean all of them. Your utility bills, everything. Think about it this way. We've got one big strike against us with that big bankruptcy showing up on the credit report. If we can show prospective lenders in the future that we have taken care of our credit history ever since that time and built flawless credit, you'll be in much better shape to build your credit score, reduce your cost of borrowing, and borrow more. If you don't pay your new bills on time, you're going to be in trouble. So make sure they are all paid on time. If you can pay them early, do that. In fact, if you can pay them 1 month ahead, even better, so that way you take no risks at all. This is extremely important. Number 4, repair and replenish your credit report. You've got to be very vigilant here. I want to be sure that you watch your credit report to get off all the bad stuff as quickly as possible. There are some really important strategies, and in fact I go into those in what I call the Credit Repair Bootcamp, which is a bonus with the Bankruptcy Survival System that you'll be hearing about later. But you can do this yourself. We teach you how to do that. Or you can hire someone else. But if you hire someone else, and that's fine to do, just be careful that you choose the right company. There are some people that are known to take full advantage of you, overcharge and underdeliver, so be sure you get some good references there before you hire someone else. Frankly, I think you can do it yourself for a while. It's not very difficult, and once again in the Credit Score Bootcamp, I teach you how to do that. The Credit Report Bootcamp is there for you. Number 5, create new credit. Now this is not so difficult because I've done the research for you. In fact, I created a special report on how to get your own secured credit card. There's a lot of scams out there. You want to be very careful and get the right secured card for you. A number of these companies that offer secured credit cards well, they're going to charge you excessive fees, and their credit reporting isn't considered A-rated credit scoring. So you want to be sure you get the right secure credit card. You might want to consider buying a car. Now, a lot of experts will tell you not to bother with a car, but I think it's a good idea, particularly if you're getting a car loan from the dealer or your local bank. Why? It establishes new credit, and there are ways to get new cars with zero down and great interest payments and so on if you structure it properly. So consider buying a car if and only if you can afford it. Next, consider getting a secured credit line, and that means you would make a deposit at your bank and then borrow against that deposit with some kind of a credit line, not a credit card, but a credit line from your local bank. Many of them will do that because it's fully secured, and if you've developed a long-term relationship with your bank, they might be more willing to do that than if you walked in straight off the street. So go back to the bank you've been working with for years, and I'll also suggest here that you consider a small community bank where they're looking out for their customer to build new relationships. The big money center banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, US Bank, and some of the others may not be as willing to help you in setting up a secure credit line. Number 6, make more money. Now I know that may sound obvious. In fact, I'm getting tongue-tied here, but it's really important. Think about it this way. If you were a company, there are only 2 ways to increase your cash flow. The first is to reduce expenses. Now, you've done that by going into your bankruptcy. You've eliminated all those other expenses. The second thing that businesses will do is increase their income, increase their revenue by selling more. Well, in your case, you don't have much time to sell other than perhaps getting a second job. So we'll consider setting up a business of our own, and we'll talk more about that in the bankruptcy survival system. But look for ways to increase your income, the money coming in, because with expenses down and income up, your cash flow will increase dramatically, and that's going to be important for building your future. Next, number 7, watch out for scams. There are tons of people out there that are looking to rip you off right now because they think that you feel bad about yourself having been through bankruptcy. Well, get a load of this. You are a good credit risk now. You can't go bankrupt for at least 7 more years, right? And you have no debts, right? So you're a great credit risk if you ask me. So that means that there's no reason to pay rip-off prices because people tell you or lead you to believe you've got bad credit. I think you're a great credit risk. I think you should take that attitude as well and be very careful that you don't buy into someone else's scam, because there's a lot of people out there that want to take advantage of you because of your bankruptcy. Now look, we've been through 7 key ways to help you bounce back from your bankruptcy. But certainly there's far more that you need to learn to take yourself to the level you want to be and build the life you want. So what I'd like you to do is visit us at bksurvivalsystem.com and check out the course. In fact, I've added an extra special offer for you. So if you go to the Bankruptcy Survival System, and here's a special link for you right here on your screen, bksurvivalsystem.com/special. Make sure you get that /special in there. You'll get a special offer to get the Bankruptcy Survival System plus all of the many bonuses I put together, including your Rapid Action Kit, which will get you started immediately, the Secured Credit Myth that I put together for you. It's a special report on how to get the right secured credit card, and I've told you which ones to get. I'll save you tons of time there. And I've also got the Credit Repair Boot Camp put together for you too. It's an amazing course. You'll learn more and get your special deal at bksurvivalsystem.com/special. I hope this has been of great value to you. I really wish you the best for your success. You are wonderful. Your bankruptcy is just a tool to build your future, and I'm so happy that you've chosen to spend part of your day with me today. This is Brian Douglas. I wish you the best, and we'll see you at the Bankruptcy Survival System.